Hi folks, this is Doug Roper with another Fort Nelson Community Update. We're here today at Fort Nelson Secondary School to learn about a new pilot project concerning the relationship between absenteeism and student achievement. We'll be speaking with school principal Bill Dolan, who will give us all the details.
For grades 8 to 12, we have approximately 380, 390 students right now. We're on a semestered system, which means that the students start in September, finish one set of courses in January, start again in February, and finish in June. Our attendance rates are significantly lower than they should be. And the reason for this new attendance program is that our students aren't achieving to their potential. We've known that through provincial exam results. We've known that through our grade-to-grade transition rates, and students pass or fail from one grade to the next. And we've known for some time that all other things being equal, our kids are just as smart as the kids anywhere in the province, just as much ability. Our staff, support staff, secretaries, EAs, teachers, administrators, have to be on par with anywhere in the province. Our parents are roughly the same as anywhere in the province. The resources we have, a math textbook in Fort Nelson is the same as the textbook in Burnaby or Vancouver. Technologically, I think our school board and our district and our school have probably placed us on the cutting edge. So technology-wise, with our access to the web and stream, teachers can stream resources into their classrooms. We have really the latest high-quality computers. So in terms of information technology, we're probably ahead of many places. So then why, historically, are our students achieving lower than the provincial average and lower than they should be? So we looked at attendance and we realized that in the last semester alone, almost half of our grade 8 students had missed more than 20 classes. Over half of our grade 11s and 12s had missed more than 20 classes. Last year, the rate of students meeting our school attendance expectations was very low. Students' absences don't just impact them. When a student is missing a significant amount of school, then that student, first off, when he or she does come back to class, often they don't know what's going on. So therefore, there's an expectation perhaps that the teacher will stop instruction, put 25 other kids on hold while they bring this student up to speed. A lot of frustration on the student's part, tremendous unnecessary workload is put onto the teachers, the secretarial staff, the office staff, because it's unnecessary work, creating extra assignments, holding off discussions, or having to re-explain and reteach, having to provide materials that you, in some cases, you've already provided to students maybe 2 or 3 times. So we knew something had to be done. So the whole purpose, the whole point of this new pilot project was to try and increase students' attendance so that their achievement would also increase. One of the things that sets apart this new pilot project policy from previous ones, or ones in other places perhaps, is that we've tried to build in a sequence of steps and stages that hopefully if we can intervene and work with the parents and the students at each level, it won't go on to the next one. So what we're trying to do here is teachers are ultimately accountable for tracking attendance and encouraging student attendance. The parents and the students are the main ones responsible for meeting those expectations. So at 5 absences, the expectation is that there will be a teacher, student, parent meeting, if not that, at least a phone call, an actual contact conversation. At 10 absences from a class, there will be a meeting with the counselor, hopefully the student and the parents, to try and see what's the problem. You know, there's something not working here, or how can we fix it? What do you need? What could we make it better? At 15 absences from a class, we're getting up there. We'll be asking the teachers, how are these students doing academically in that class? They've missed 15. There will be meetings with the administration, could be myself for the grade 12s or other vice principals for the different grade levels. Because if at 20 absences, this new pilot project says at 20 absences, if a student is failing a course, they can be withdrawn. And if a student is failing more than one course, say failing most of what he's taking and not attending, then that student will likely be suspended from school to the discipline review committee, because obviously it's not working. They're not getting what they need out of school, and we need to do something different for that student. Although we've borrowed the ideas, like everyone does, from various school districts, the superintendent has done a lot of research, in Canadian research as well as in the United States. So this policy, there's versions of it or variations of it all over the place. But basically, what wasn't working with the other versions of this is when you pulled a student, you simply cut them loose. Well, we're not about to do that. So that was the big difference, is that the superintendent got approval from the board to fund this pilot project with some teaching blocks focused on how we're going to try an alternative method of learning for those students who simply were not attending. One of the things we'll be doing is trying to keep the best statistics we can to see, is this making a difference? Because our previous policy was based on if students didn't meet our school expectations for attendance, they couldn't participate in field trips or they couldn't go to a school dance. We realized after 3 years that was ineffectual. It really wasn't changing the attendance numbers significantly. It wasn't working. No point in continuing something if it's not working. So that led us, the superintendent, to basically work with the school and the board to develop this policy with us to try to take a different approach, because the other one wasn't working. So we'll try to have a look at, is our achievement up? Is our attendance up? Can we link the two? So if attendance improves and the achievement doesn't, then I guess we have to look at something else. But our theory is that if we can improve student attendance and we can prove it statistically to show some gains, then we have another decision to make. What are we going to do for next year? Because right now the funding is only for a 1-semester pilot project. So if it works, if we realize we're onto something, we have some other issues to discuss about how we can build on this and maintain the success or the growth. There will be a parent meeting tomorrow night at the high school at 7 o'clock here at Fort Nelson Secondary School in our multipurpose area. We'll be showing some basic information on our students' achievement, showing the gap between Fort Nelson Secondary students and some of the provincial average marks that I don't think is necessary. It shouldn't be there. We'll also be showing some of our attendance statistics to parents and discussing the nature of the problem and hopefully what we can do about it, because we can't do it on our own. It has to be a school, especially parent, and then hopefully community effort to encourage students to attend more regularly, because if they do that, there are no guarantees in life, but if they do that, we're confident that students' achievement at our school will rise.
Thanks, Bill, for all the information on the new pilot project. As we all know, it takes a community to raise a child, and with everyone pitching in, hopefully this pilot project will be a success. This has been Doug Roper with another Fort Nelson Community Update.